You're saying that Ben and Desiree both drowned, but neither of them actually died in the water. How is that possible?
They were dry drowned.
Oh, come on, Gus. Now you're just putting words next to other words that sound like things we're talking about.
No. Actually, he's right. Dry drowning can give all the appearances of actual drowning. It would have to be caused by something like a methane gas leak or an overdose of anesthesia.
Wait a second. Wait a second. This has nothing to do with Constellation.
Get down.
It's just a clue to get us to the location. Phoenix, the Phoenix Valley Path. It's in the Los Padres Forest just outside of Santa Barbara.
Gus,
You can't just make up stuff that doesn't exist. It does exist, Shawn. It's just not in any guidebooks. It's named after a hiker who got lost there.
Oh. Well, that's it then. That's where we'll find Stravinsky.
That's what I just said.
All right, sure, Blacklock. If it wasn't Gina, who was it?
It's obvious, Shawn. It's Tommy.
Gus, don't be the second drummer from 38 Special. Clearly wasn't Tommy.
Why are you not getting this? These guys are like the mafia, and Tommy's like a street racing Don Corleone. There's a code of honor, and Max broke it when he stole that car.
It easily could have been one of the other dudes. Stig, obviously in love with Gina. Juicebox said he didn't trust the bastard.
Shawn, is Tommy. You know it. He was the one driving Gina's car.
This kills me to say it, but Tommy, you are a thief, and you are a murderer.
Well, let's find these drugs so we can put an end to this stupid case.
We're not gonna find any drugs in there, Gus. What? If Mel says Grady was clean, that means he was clean.
All I know is that people who die with drugs in their system are usually the ones who put drugs in their system. Dude, not necessarily.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20. 14, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Shawn!
I had a friend of mine in the lab run a quick test on the water, and it is, in fact, laced with amphetamines.
You used to live there. How do you not remember your own home phone number?
Put it under.
Oh my gosh, it's 555-0135.
How do you remember our home phone number?
It's a part of the Fibonacci sequence. How do you not remember it?
What did you just say to me?
Do you really want to go against the leading special agent in counterfeiting with 14 years of experience under his belt and say that those bills weren't fake?
Not all of them, just one. And I believe the serial number was ALD 975 70807.
How do you not remember it?
What did you just say to me?
They're called the Rolling Ones because they control all drug trafficking along Jefferson from block 100 to 190.
Ooh, say that last part again. Blocks 100
to 190.
Gus, what were the partial license plate numbers from the SUV that took Tony and Drake?
2190 to 190. As in blocks 100 to 190.
Gus, that's it.
Dude, I Googled Dead Shelley's husband, Brad Turner. I think I know where to find him.
You are on fire. You are on fire right now.
Why do you always get to be the criminal? I want to be offensive too.
What kind of criminal wears slacks and tucks his shirt into his underwear?
A black collar criminal.
There's no such thing.
It's like white collar, only blacker, and you wanted Magic Mike. Hands on my face. It's a clock.
4:30, this could get messy.
I'll drop by.
She's cheminovac and vertigo.
I'll drop by.
Instead of a bell tower.
It's a clock tower. It's the clock tower. A crushed larynx and broken hyoid could also be consistent with asphyxiation.
Did you say a token hemorrhoid?
I said broken hyoid, you itch.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty much what he said. Then he went on to say something pretty crazy. That the crushed larynx and hyoid could have meant that he was asphyxiated.
Asphyxiation? That wouldn't make any sense.
That's what I said.
Unless this crash was post-mortem.
Dragon triads. Shawn, what do you want from me?
That's what they were doing. They were surveilling their sworn enemies.
Who was doing what?
So this Dr. Mallon spends years working on a cure. He develops it, then his lab gets shut down. Then miraculously, a few days later, a Thornburg outbreak happens.
He took a sample of the virus to infect people and then forced the government to put his lab back in business. Ooh. Lassiter's theory that he killed Desiree to protect his money doesn't make sense. They weren't common law husband and wife. Those rights don't kick in until a couple has been together for 7 years.
And they moved in together in 2005, which was only 3 years ago.
5. How is that possibly a good idea?
Sorry, prison dudes.
Sure that whatever Shawn did, it was because he felt he had no choice.
Choice 17, you could let them get in the boat and left your phone in there to track it.
Choice 18, you could have sat your mark ass down somewhere and let me handle it.
Choice 19, we could have gotten the boat and got away.
Oh, everyone looks so happy, yet so perplexed.
Something's off about this place, Shawn. People keep looking at me like I'm the first black man they've seen.
Come on, Gus. Don't be absurd.
Hey, mister. Are you Frederick Douglass?
Shawn, we need to get out of here. What are you doing?
I'm trying to perfect a move called the pull shot, which should never be confused with the snake.
Cut the crap, Shawn. I told you not to go into that building without the police, but you never listened to me. Ever. Now they look like amateurs and Psych might be finished. Stop trying to act like you got this under control. I see the empty monster cans in the wastebasket. You have no idea how to fix this. Von Willebrand's? That's a rare blood disorder that requires its patients to have transfusions on a regular basis. It usually affects humans and Doberman pinchers.
That's oddly specific.
There are 3 types of VWD. Type 2 is divided into 4 subtypes. Shawn, I bet you anything that our guy had the worst type and lost his insurance.
That's it. I think someone in here wants to keep Bernie incoherent.
Who?
I'm in charge of all pharmacology, so I'll make sure you only get sugar pills.
Dr. Elliot, he's in charge of medication. It must be him.
Why would Ellie want Bethel to stay insane? That doesn't make any sense. He's the one who put Bethel on the original dose. Why would he want to reverse the process?
Carbonate, titanium oxide, and pigment fillers in the nail beds.
Those are the common elements of acrylic stains.
Paint.
I was just about to say that.
No, you weren't.
Right, Guster. In addition, there was a string of muriatic acid. That's a preserving agent. We're probably talking about an outdoor location.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
You want more plum cake?
I do, but no. You preserve a mural.
I didn't have any beef with anybody. They're conflict-free. Whatever that means.
That means they don't come from any war-torn regions. And every conflict-free diamond has a unique laser-etched ID on it. But if she didn't kill her, then why did she hit your dad?
She must have panicked, I guess. I mean, she had the murder weapon on her for some reason. We gotta find this woman.
Wait, didn't you set up your dad's phone? If she has it, we can track it. Dude, they made fertilizer here.
Gus, I do not have time for Encyclopedia Brown. The clock is ticking, okay? We gotta solve this case.
Sulfuric acid is used to make fertilizer, Shawn. Woody just told you on the phone that he found sulfuric acid on the body.
That was today?
Oh, my gosh.
That means Wilson was here, Gus.
This guy was as average as they come. A faceless cog who finally realized that life wasn't going to get any better, so what's the point? I think we're safe to call this one a suicide.
No. This was a good man who lived a rich, proper, and full life. A man who had it all. Do the thing you do and say it's murder.
Gus, nobody wants us to be murdered more than I do, but check it out.
Tell them it's murder, Shawn. Tell them it's murder. This man was a responsible citizen of the world, and he did not go out like that. Dude, check this out. It says they're supposed to meet tonight in the Buena Vista Lounge. Come alone.
Gus, this is good. Let's call Lassie and get paid.
No. Come alone, Shawn, means we go alone.
Back in the 70s, when disco and exorcisms were all the rage, he was the man. Strutting around, exorcising demons in his polyester cassock. Cut to 30 years later, and all the younger members of the church treat him like a crazy old man. So what does he do? He tries to create a possession to prove them all wrong. Drugs the chick with the Ouija board. That goes terribly awry. And he realizes he has one last chance when he learns that Lucy was next to her when she died. So he makes her possessed.
Gus, you believe I'm innocent, right?
I do. But I need your help to prove it. Now is not the best time. Father Wesley is innocent. What? Someone confided in him that they had it out for Agatha, but he can't say who it is because it was told to him during confession.
Going off Shawn's hunch that this is a murder and not a suicide.
It was my hunch.
I still think he killed himself.
I put on my forensic pathologist's hat and imagined what Dr. Jordan Kavanaugh would do if this were an episode of Crossing Jordan.
Despero is setting us up again.
We don't know that for sure.
The situation is extremely suspicious, Shawn. Admit it.
Only thing I will admit is that the bubble and squeak is neither bubbly nor squeaky.
All I need is spotted dick.
Be that as it may, there's only one way to know for sure if Despero is on the up and up. Despero is setting us up again. Trust me, this girl did not witness a murder. I've given it some thought, and I'm willing to reconsider.
You think? Someone is after her. Dude. What would someone need a pair of greasy gloves for on a dating show?
I bet these come in handy when you need to cut somebody's brake lines. What if you found evidence that John Russell was force-fed those pills? Gus, you were absolutely right, man. This is not a suicide.
You think?
I'm aware of this thing.
Shawn, are you sure this is not going to be a problem between you and Juliet? I don't know. She seemed a little what?
Where she's okay. Man, I know me and Jules. I know me and Jules.
Really? Then why is she putting our key suspect into the car right now?
What? Jules! Ew, they make those for men?
It's like a pacemaker.
Track the serial number back to Central Coast Components, who sold it to St. Mary's, who implanted it into our victim 12 years ago.
O'Hara, what do we know about our victim?
Wait, our skeleton was a criminal?
That's right. His name is Stephen J. Wrinkle.
As in the kid from Family Matters.
No.
As in the Wrinkle Fires of '98?
Yes.
It's Stinky Feet!
He's trying to bushwhack us!
Bushwhack us? Huh? That's not Stinky Pete, he's a tourist! Here we are. Dude, all these buildings have SR next to them. That stands for seismic retrofit. It applies to any building built in '98.
We're gonna have to get close enough to that body to get a reading.
Why do you need to get a reading off a soggy corpse? Why can't you just point at it from here? Or touch the car instead? Why don't you get a reading off of that bird over there?
Let's question him.
You ain't getting nothing out of Dunn, man. He been dead 2 years.
Dunn. I feel like I saw that name in one of the escapee files.
Come on, Gus. Don't say things just for the sake of making noise.
No, here it is right here. Lorraine Dunn, 2409 Via Esperanza. She's a volunteer GED tutor at the prison. And guess who's been one of her regular students for the past 2 years? Northcutt.
Oh my God. She was set up.
How come the guy with the gun didn't show up in the security camera photos we saw at Stravinsky's?
It wasn't taken with that camera, Gus. It was taken from the sky, like from an airplane or a hot air balloon.
Or a satellite?
Don't make up crap from the future.
Not presentable? What does that mean?
Tell you what it means. Juliet has a problem, and as the man, it's my job to fix it.
I don't think that's what it means.
Gus, there are certain things about women that no one in the world understands, except for me and NBC anchor Brian Williams. When a woman complains about a personal issue, she doesn't want the man to just listen. She wants him to solve the problem.
I don't think that's right, Shawn.
Okay, I'll tell you. Your father's coming to your birthday. I arranged the whole thing. We arranged the whole thing.
You did what?
He arranged the whole thing.
I specifically said that I didn't want him here, and I meant it, Shawn.
Yeah, but I thought you wanted me to do the exact opposite of that.
Why would you think that?
Because I know women.
Do you have any idea how completely inappropriate it is that you went behind my back and invited him here?
You're doing it all stupid. Oh, man, you don't know what stupid is. You realize how many dudes she slept with? It's a perfectly legitimate question when you're on a date. Oh, no, it's not, Shawn. No, it's not. You need to go back and be the play hamburger. Shawn, I smell barbecue.
No, you don't, buddy. You're distressed, and you're projecting a delusion of grandeur.
No.
Grandeur.
No. It's smoked meat, and it's fresh. It's freshly smoked meat. Speaking world. Boom. I don't care how long it's been since I busted out the super sniffer. It's like riding a bike with my nostrils and cilia.
She must have gone through the window onto the ledge, tied her up the way around, and made her escape. Our children are gonna be SEAL Team 6 members.
Wait a second. If Marlo's just walking around free as a bird, why is she called?
Maybe she got hungry. Or maybe she shut up, Guster.
It's a valid question, Lassie.
Gael Garcia Bernal is holding it.
Shawn, Chris Sherman was a land speculator. He came to town to bid on a property, never made it to the auction.
I'm getting something. Someone else. Writing with their right hand, right-handed.
Yes, she had a partner. We already know that.
You do?
Yes, we do. Now, if you'll excuse us, Guster.
Good luck getting hired on a case that I'm already on.
You know, we don't get a lot of gossip around here, so untimely death, a psychic, and a black man all in one day. Epic.
I really thought we were being discreet.
Do you even know what discreet is? That's a serious question.
I know what discreet.
While you were fooling around, I was investigating. Ever since the cops came, everyone's talking about Vlad.
Who, what, where, and Shawn?
Why?
Pronto, that's right. Guster, no half-assing here. Now listen.
He was being the body.
No, he was laying in the wrong direction anyway.
No, Scott. I am a psychic, and I am sensing that the body was turned the other direction.
I think I remember pretty clearly.
Shawn, yeah. Maybe you should stop doubting this guy.
I don't know. Nothing he says holds any water.
Everything you said in the last 2 days has been wrong.
That's not true. I was right about Mr. T being an extra in the Blues Brothers.
I'm talking about the case, Shawn.
I think I know where the bullet went. He still pined for Desiree. He wanted her back, and you realized you would have to get rid of her for good. So you brought her to this lab and gave her a high dose of anesthesia that caused her to dry drown.
I told him that.
Trust us, we know.